Parents are charged after a child is found locked in a cage in northeast Philadelphia. Ah yes, the ever so wonderful faithful case of stay classy, Philly. I think just in general, outside of Carlisle, I'm not much of a fan of going to Philly, just because outright, if I go to Pittsburgh, I can smell when I get there. That's not wordplay. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We'll go back into r/iamatotalPOS, and I swear, can we have a remote control meteor by now? Just let me do it myself, okay? If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. XXX Temptations killer smiled and blew a kiss at the rapper's family after the guilty verdict was announced. I'm still a firm believer in the sense that if this is how you act in the courtroom, you have absolutely no remorse nor guilt, and the judge should have full rights to be able to extend your sentence until that smile is wiped off your face. And it really does suck that in some senses people think that doing a crime is a flex and that you're cool for doing it. If you make it so that somebody is not able to live out their life, they should have full right to be able to make it so that you're not allowed to live out yours. Graphic: Louisiana worker is terminated after relieving himself in the water supply. Look, I don't even think they need to say terminated. I think it's a pretty obvious thing. Dude ain't gonna be holding his job because I don't want anybody dookieing in the water either. An Ascension Parish government employee has been terminated and arrested after allegedly relieving themselves in the city water supply. Yeah, that is never going to get a little smoother. That's always going to just sound weird to me. This POS 57 of Baton Rouge is charged with 2 counts of contaminating water supplies and 2 counts of criminal damage to a critical infrastructure after he urinated inside of the water supply. Look, pee in the shower all you want. Don't do this. I don't care how bad of a day you've had. Do not go to piss in the drinking water. Did Lance Riddick die suddenly from vaccine sad? Are you shitting me? Right after the news broke that Lance Riddick died suddenly, anti-vaccination activists immediately claimed that the John Wick and The Wire star was a victim of the virus vaccine he received. Dies suddenly, another celebrity, #died suddenly. Lance's body was discovered at his Studio City home Friday morning around 9:30 a.m. Cause of death appears to be natural. He was fully vaccinated. The All-American breaking news: actor Lance Riddick dead at 60. Now, the liberal media is claiming he died of natural causes. Oh, really? Just last year, he was an advocate for the virus vaccine. And what is a common side effect of the vax? Cardiac arrest, #vaccine death. Yeah, natural causes could be like a heart attack, dipwad. Why the sudden death? 60 years old isn't that old. The vaccine is killing people. They say natural causes. This happens right before the John Wick 4 release. Seems like a ritual sacrifice. #die suddenly, #Lance Riddick. You suck. For anybody that don't know why, I'm about to explain why exactly Lance Riddick's death hit me hard. As anybody knows, one of the main games that I like playing, and if you've been watching some of the gameplay footage, I think maybe a year ago, it was Destiny 2. In Destiny 2, I am maining a Titan, which is this type of character. Zavala is the character that Lance voices, who is basically the representative of what Titans are. So I've gotten so used to hearing his voice in-game for the past 9 years. Every single time there's been an expansion, a mission, something, you can definitely tell who Lance is because he's always had this distinctive boom to his voice. So when his death happened, it definitely shook the Destiny community a lot. A lot of people came in-game to kind of pay tribute to Lance by going up to Zavala and just kind of kneeling or emoting. And the thing that made a lot of people in the community more sad was that he was playing Destiny the night before he died. So for there to still be some jackwads out there that will come out of the woodwork regardless of who it is and blame a death on vaccine, you very much can go suck as many eggs as you possibly can, because that's the only thing you got going for you right now. When somebody dies, it is a major dong move to automatically assume what they died from. People really need to understand that people can die of natural causes before they get to old age. And I really hope that Bungie has some way of like having people have a tribute to him in-game. That's just something that would, that's something I feel would be nice. It's for sure going to be very different not hearing that booming voice, because that's the type of voice you know exactly who it is when you hear it. Man attempts to kidnap a child from a school bus stop and is thwarted by a group of kids. An attempted kidnapping at a school bus stop went wrong for one 30-year-old man whose alleged attempt was thwarted by a group of children who came to the defense of one of their classmates, police said. The incident occurred early Monday morning in this place, approximately 20 miles north of this other place, when several students were standing at a bus stop waiting to be picked up by their school bus when the 30-year-old blank allegedly attempted to kidnap one of the students. The victim stated that they were standing at the bus stop in this place at approximately 7:20 a.m. when the suspect allegedly grabbed the child and pulled him towards an apartment building, read a statement from the redacted following the incident. Several students who were standing at the bus stop attempted to intervene, and the victim was able to break free. The suspect's motives regarding the attempted kidnapping are currently unclear as authorities continue to investigate the incident. Authorities say that when the school bus arrived, all of the students were accounted for and boarded the bus before the incident was reported to school staff. A community engagement officer also responded to the children's school approximately 30 minutes after the attempted kidnapping incident was reported. Through the course of the investigation, detectives identified blank as the suspect, said that blank was that's a lot of redacted. He was arrested and transported to this location. Bond information is not available at this time. Detectives from the Special Victims Investigation Division are asking for anyone who believes that they may have been the victim of blank to call this number. The investigation is ongoing. If you try to kidnap a kid, I don't really understand the thought process at all, and I don't want to understand the little cogs inside of the head of the person that thought that that was a good idea. An Aurora dentist searched how to make poison, but arsenic and cyanide before wife's death. It says, blank was arrested on suspicion of first-degree offense following the death of his wife, blank. Yeah, I want to see this guy try to say, no, officer, it totally wasn't me. Your browser history says otherwise. Yeah, no, that totally wasn't me. I was doing a science experiment. Yeah, good luck on that one. Police. A man stole $15,000 while a store clerk died from a medical emergency. In Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta police officials said a store clerk collapsed and died, and a man seen in surveillance video walked right behind the register and sold $15,000 instead of calling emergency lines to help save the store clerk's life. Hey, fun fact, Dingwad, you're on camera. Not only that, you are perfectly on camera. I'm fairly certain there's also some kind of legal ramifications if somebody is having some sort of medical emergency and you don't do anything whatsoever, but you know, definitely all that on top of the fact that you now have a robbery charge. Yeah, I give it like 2 days before the cops are at your house.
That bad thing is created when people get paid to make that bad thing. The rarer you make it, the more they get paid. The best way to protect the children is to end the economic demand. Flood the market with AI-generated, freely accessible stuff that is created with zero harm to kids.
That is not the solution, you jackwad. All you did here is lay out an absolutely horrendous example of supply and demand. 2 people were charged in a particularly horrific child A case in Indiana. Police, DCS, and emergency room staff say that the child had, among other injuries, a split tongue, and it was determined an object, most likely scissors, was used to split the child's tongue. Why?
You have 2 options. 1, try the essential oil that I gave you. Or 2, stop complaining. Pick one. Or let me know if you want more information.
What? The only thing I have posted about today was about blanks because it's the anniversary of her birth/death.
I know that. I've said before that we have a grief blend of oils, but you don't seem to care that much.
F you can shove your oils entirely up your fat A. Are you kidding me right now? I will find you upline and I will be reporting you. Disgusting and vile B. Hey Dingbat on the left, do you honestly think that there was an oil essential enough that made you think that advertising in such a context was a fantastic idea? Because I'm fairly certain if we started guessing that your oil that you are huffing was called lead paint would not be out of the question. The person you got them from, I saw your Craigslist ad with the gray hooded girl. Which rats? And the bunch of babies. Yeah, I had to sell the mothers because they bit me repeatedly while changing bedding and feeding. I still have most of the original babies. Really? They're quite tame for me. I got a hold of multiple rat breeders and have been mentored by them, and they advised me to either cull or sell to someone as feeders, and that's what I did. Okay, so I was a little confused about this. I had to look in the comments, and OP actually stated this for details and context. So the background was, I had 2 female female rats each had a litter of 12 babies. Both were very friendly and had been hand-reared. My landlord decided they weren't thrilled, and on a Friday gave me until Monday to get rid of them. I sold them on Craigslist. I asked $10 for each adult, but since the babies couldn't be separated, they went free with the mommies. I talked to the guy who was buying them, and he said he really wanted them to breed pet rats. Both mothers were fancy varieties, Dumbo ears. Well, about a month and a half later, I'm trolling Craigslist and spot a picture of one of the girls and some of the babies. They're listed as feeders, and he was asking $30 for the whole lot. I contacted him, and this was his response, which was the post what was before this. Unfortunately, this just reminded me, it gave me flashbacks to the couple of instances that we've had to implement our refusal to sell policy at my store, because unfortunately, yes, we do sell rats from time to time as pets. They are nice little cute guys, and they can actually remember, and they're smart little dudes. We've had people come in, and after we ask a couple of questions, we can determine whether or not you're good for the sale, like if you'll treat the animal right. And at that point, if we know that you're going to do something bad or not treat them right, or in this case, feeders, which has come up to me before specifically, yeah, we can tell you to get out of the store. That's one policy that we still have to this day, and I absolutely love that we can enforce. And the one instance of this I can remember the best was when, it was like at least 4 years back or something, I was helping a person wanting to get a rat, and I mentioned the return policy. They jokingly said, "Oh, don't worry, you're not going to be getting him back." Yeah, and then after that I was told, yeah, if he comes back in, do not sell him anything else. I was still fairly new at the store, so I wasn't sure what was what at that point, but afterwards they told me, yeah, we can deny sales. So yeah, bottom line, if you joke about the return policy, if you're buying an animal joking like that, you aren't leaving with an animal. How about that? Just awful. We had to put our beloved family member to sleep on November 2nd. When the doctor walked in, he introduced himself as, "I will be your executioner today." Really? After my dog was put to sleep, they asked if you need help carrying him out. No bag, no nothing. My husband picked up our 96-pound Staffordshire Terrier and proudly carried him through the lobby. Never mind the fact that my 13-year-old daughter had to endure the horrific event. You should be ashamed yourself, Doctor/Executioner. Oh, I really hope that this review is at the top of the algorithm on their page, because this is absolutely immature. I usually only ever get angry when it comes to things that are absolutely outrageous, and this is very much a prime candidate for something that would be this, because as somebody who has owned pets in the past, this day never gets easier. I usually call it Cheeseburger Day, and you know, it's never a good day. Never even a nice day. It's a bad day. But if you come in and you joke to any level degree about what is going on today, it's not going to be a good day for either of us. Because I can guarantee you this, you can close any level of doors, there will not be a wall that will not have my voice go through. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you want to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.